while I was reorganizing these maps, I realized that the survival map for Black Ops 2 Diner is not on this list. So I think whoever designed this list forgot to put Diner on it, unless it's on here and I'm just dumb. Starting off with the Black Ops 2 maps, and I think one of my favorite Zombies reveal trailers, I don't know why, but one of my favorite zombie reveal trailers, and I'll be playing it in the background. I remember I believe I was at school when this trailer got released, and I was so fucking excited. I was walking between classes, and I got a notification and looked at it, and I was like, holy shit. Black Ops 2 Zombies. And I remember watching the Zombies trailer, and I was hyped as fuck. Black Ops 2 was a very exciting game for me back when I was a kid. In 2012, me talking about this right now makes me want to. I probably want to, while I'm editing this video right now, talking to my editing self right now, I'm probably watching the trailer before I even start editing this video.
Yep.
Because I was so excited for this reveal trailer, and it lo and behold became the name Transit. Everybody knows Transit, even if you haven't played Zombies. You probably know the word Transit, not because it's, you know, a universal word, but in the Call of Duty history, you know what the word Transit means. You know it's a Zombies map, and you know that the Zombies community hates Transit. Everyone in the Zombies community, partially kind of myself, thinks that Transit is trash. It was a very ambitious map, one of the biggest Zombies maps, and in fact I think it is still the biggest Zombies map in the history of Zombies. I think A Voyage of Despair might have that. Hold on, let me Google that. Okay, yeah, so Transit still holds the record of being the biggest Zombies map in Zombies history. Origins and Shadows of Evil come very close in second place. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I'm actually going specifically for nostalgic reasons, and specifically because I remember I was so hyped as a kid, and I actually really enjoyed Transit at the time. I'm gonna put Transit at S tier. Now, I know a lot of people fucking hate me right now. Like, how fucking could you? How could you put Transit next to Ascension and Deriz and Verrucht? I know not a lot of people agree with Verrucht and Deriz as being as S tier, because they've been remade so many times. Especially being it next to Ascension, I understand that. I might, whenever we, move around the list, I might put it down a little bit, but right now Transit's going at S. Because Transit might be really buggy, and it might be a very poor take on what Treyarch was trying to do back in 2012. A very ambitious map. It's still fun, and it's still incredible. It's still an incredible map for what they did and what the technology they had at the time for being in 360 and PS3. Almost said PS2 for some reason. Now I get now I get the denizens. That for some reason that was hard for me to say, but the denizens, as I have a stutter attack, the denizens were fucking annoying. If they ever remake or remaster this map, don't ever put them back. I don't want to see them. Now, I'm assuming if they ever remake this map, it's going to be a reimagining, and the map's going to be even bigger. I would assume that's what they're going to do, and I wouldn't be mad if they did that. I'm a little partial when it comes to remakes and remasters, because a remake basically is just like they remade the map, but they added a few things to it, and a remaster is they just remastered the map and didn't touch anything or add anything to it. So it'd be kind of weird for them to add a remastered version of Transit and then a remake or reimagine, because remake and reimagine are kind of the same word. I guess a reimagine would be used if they put it in a different storyline. So let's say if they put Transit in Call of Duty Vanguard, I don't know how they do that, but if they put Transit in Call of Duty Vanguard, that would be a reimagine. But yeah, I would love to see Transit remastered, honestly, 100%. I don't even give a shit. And also, this leads up to the events that happened in Black Ops 1. I'm not gonna spoil the Easter egg because I've never done the moon Easter egg. Most of these maps, I've never done the Easter egg. I'll be 100% honest. So if you guys want me to do a video series on this channel of me going back and doing the old Call of Duty Zombies Easter eggs with friends, let me know, because I'll 100% be down to fucking do it and record it for you guys. They'd obviously be very long videos because we're dumb and we'd have to have a Easter egg guide up, and some of my friends wouldn't want to do it, so it'd be hard because most of these Easter eggs are 4 players only. You can't do them on solo. But anyways, Transit goes to S because it's a very fun map regardless of it being shit. And regardless, the new wonder weapon they added, which was, forgot the name, but it's the jet gun. That's what it's called. The worst wonder weapon in the game, but it's actually statistically the best one in Zombies, but it's just shit. So, next up we have the survival maps within Transit. We have Bus Depot. Now this is where the grinding for Zombies goes. There wasn't much of a grinding incentive in Black Ops 2. That didn't really come about until Black Ops 3. But Bus Depot, I'm gonna give it a B. Farm, I'm gonna give it a C. I'm not really gonna explain much. You know, if you play Transit, you know. Now Town, on the other hand, is actually my favorite. I know it's just a small little survival map, but Town is my favorite, and that's going in A. There's literally nothing in this map, but I love Town, and I think it's the only one that has a pack machine. I don't think Bus Depot 100% doesn't have a pack machine, right? I think, whatever. But Town, probably the best survival map. We don't have Diner, but Diner would probably be a C, probably my least played. Now, I wish this tier list had the game modes as well, but it doesn't. Because I would add Turned A, because the Turned game mode in Zombies was really fun. Nuketown isn't an S tier, but it's an A tier. It's an ass tier. Now, Die Rise. Now, Die Rise is just like Transit. Everybody hates it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of liked Die Rise. I remember playing it a lot with one of my buddies. Hopefully he watches this video. I don't think he will, but his name was David. You guys have seen him on the main channel. But Die Rise, I remember playing Die Rise with him a lot. And I remember the first time we played the map, one of us fell off the map immediately. Not off of the spawn room, because it's kind of hard for you to fall off the map in the spawn room, but the first door you open, you can fall to your death. And one of us immediately fell to our death. And Die Rise was just, it was, despite it being pretty bad, and the Easter egg being very annoying, it was a pretty bad map, but I loved it because it was a fun map to play. I loved using the Slicklifier. I don't know, Die Rise was just a fun map to play on, and I don't know why people shit on the map that much. And part of me kind of wants to agree with Johnny J25 and Treyarch remaster Die Rise. Now, I know part of him is doing this as a joke, but part of me wants it to happen. I want to see Die Rise remastered, just to piss off the community. I know a lot of people are like, why don't you pick this map? This map's way better. But Die Rise, I kind of do want to see it remastered. And throughout the Black Ops 2 zombie content cycle, this story was going on. We were progressing. We were playing with new characters. Forgot to mention that. There was new characters that came out with Transit. It was Rustman. We have Misty, everyone's favorite Black Ops 2 waifu. You had Marlton. And then you had Stuhlinger, who was the crazy guy who was talking to some weird voice in his head, and who I guess liked to eat zombie meat. But Die Rise is going to B. Die Rise is going B because specifically because it was a fun map, and I think you could play Grief on Die Rise. I'm pretty certain. So it was really fun getting people to fall off the map, especially using the one power-up that gives you like a rotten steak. you could throw it on the enemy team, and the zombies would go after them. And it was really fun to throw it on people and then have the zombies push them off the map, and then they fall to their death from the skyscrapers. And I would really love to see in the near future another map like Die Rise, because it was the first map that had just massive verticality to it. The community's favorite map, and mine as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Mob of the Dead, S tier. A perfect maps, an amazing map. I absolutely love Mob of the Dead. There's nothing bad I can say about Mob of the Dead. Just it was so good, and it brought out that mobster type of those type of movies you would see about mobsters. And it had some prolific actors as well playing it. Now, Mob of the Dead also is very loved in the community for being probably the best Easter egg in zombies, and I would like to agree with that. Now, I do remember I have played the Easter egg for Mob of the Dead, because I do remember joining a random game of Mob of the Dead, and they were already doing the Easter egg, so I'm like, fuck it. And I don't remember if we completed it. I think we died before we could actually do the Mob of the Dead Easter egg. So that was unfortunate, because I don't think I have the achievement for this game. I'm actually going to look it up and see if I do. That's what I thought. I don't have the achievement, because I do remember actually playing the Easter egg with randoms, and we got really close to the end, because this was when the Easter egg was solved. It was like a couple weeks after the Easter egg got solved. My favorite zombies map of all time. Buried. Buried, straight up going to S tier. Don't even give a shit. Don't even care what your opinion is. Buried is like the perfect map. It's got the best setting. It feels like an old, I mean it is. It's an old western town that I guess in the storyline it got teleported to Africa. I don't know the storyline all too well. I just know that this old western town got teleported in Africa, or there was a western town in Africa for some reason. Anyways, yeah, just Buried is literally a perfect map. Nothing wrong with it at all. A new wonder weapon, two new wonder weapons as well. I remember the DLC reveal trailer for this map showed the Ray Gun Mark II and the Paralyzer, I think it's called. Buried also had one of my favorite guns in the game as well, was the Remington New Army 1895 or something. It was a black powder revolver, or it wasn't really black powder, but it was a revolver in my game. One of my favorite guns to use in Buried, just going around with that revolver, shooting shit up. And I think my highest round is on Buried for Black Ops 2. Unfortunately, I can't load up Black Ops 2 and actually look. I actually might install Black Ops 2 on my Xbox and revisit the maps again. We could see that as a new series on the channel if you guys want me to do that on the new series as well. Me revisiting the maps of Black Ops, of certain games like World at War, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. Black Ops 3 was kind of recent, but if you want me to do that, I could do that as well. The addition of the chalk weapons that you can do. You can pick up like certain chalk outlines of weapons, and then you can write them down in specific areas in the map. I love that. And the Easter egg was good as well. Sorry about that. Nearly just died on a chip. Community's second favorite map is Origins. Now Origins completely shook up the storyline, the Ether storyline, with how the original cast actually met. A good Easter egg. They also gave us the first ever, I don't know what you call them, like buildable wonder weapons, I think, which are the staffs. So we got the Staff of Wind, the Staff of Ice, the Staff of Fire, and what was the fourth one? Okay, yeah. So it was a Lightning Staff, Fire Staff, Ice Staff, and Wind Staff. So I was just having a brain fart there. It was the first map for that. I think it was it now became the second biggest map in Call of Duty Zombies histories, next to Transit. And later we wouldn't get another one to rival Origins until Black Ops 3 with one of the launch maps. But Origins was a really good map, and again, like I said, it came with one of my favorite Avenged Sevenfold songs, Shepherds of Fire. I really loved Shepherds of Fire. When that song came out, I was hooked to it, and then later their album came out, Hail to the King, with Shepherds of Fire on it. Great song, great album, great band. Origin doesn't go in the S tier for me, but I know a lot of other fans in the Zombies community agree with me. Not agree with me, but would disagree with my placement here, but Origins goes with A. I liked the map. It was a very fun map. So there is part 2 of ranking the zombie maps over the years. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's one more part. It's the last part, which focuses on Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty World War II, and Black Ops 4, along with Vanguard. That should be the last part. I know I cut myself off talking about Origins, but I didn't really elaborate on that too much. I guess I'll tell you right now, fun map, really loved it. Great space, loved the tank going around the map. A new addition was the Wonder Fizz, a couple other weapons here and there. Obviously the giant fucking robots, but other than that, Origins was a really fun map, and that's why it goes A, not S. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications so you know when I upload. And this is Obsessive Modern Warfare.